Hey guys, have you ever wanted to smite your enemies, watch them grovel before you, and ravel in joy as you hear their lamentations on the battlefield? I know I have, but I'm a fat nerd with no actual combat experience and would likely die on the battlefield. So that's why I play miniature war games. And my absolute favorite one is called Warhammer 40,000. This is how I prepare for a Warhammer 40,000 tournament. So, what is Warhammer? Warhammer is a miniature war game in which people collect armies, each with their own unique stats, skills, and abilities, and pit them against other armies to complete objectives and do missions. So why would we play in a tournament? Warhammer is an incredibly complex game with many moving parts. When you first start out, games might last upwards of 6 hours. So once you get experienced enough, those times go down to about 2 hours, and playing a tournament is a really good way to get a lot of play time in a very short relative amount of time. Some tournaments even have cash prizes. So some freaking sweaty nerds are like professional Warhammer players. So how do we get started? There's a lot of things you need to have to play Warhammer. You need tape measures and dice, a whole library of different rule books and whatnot. But most importantly, you need Warhammer miniatures. I've got a couple of mine right here. If you guys want to pass them around and check them out. So Warhammer miniatures each have their own stats and abilities. You guys want to patch those around? They have point values in them. These point values we use as a currency to make our armies equal. His standard tournament is going to be 2,000 points. That's a photo of my army right there. For reference, that's about 57 miniatures. All of these miniatures are hand painted, which comes to the next requirement is painting. Most tournaments are going to require you to have a painted army of at least 3 colors and a base. We call that battle ready. But if you ever want to have, if you like painting, you want to go above and beyond, make them look real nice, a lot of tournaments give out prizes for best painted miniature and best painted army. So you've got your army, it's all nice and painted. How do you prepare? Like I said, there are tons and tons and tons of rule books. This is one of them. This is one of 5 that I have to bring to a game. So studying your rules, studying the missions you might play, and comparing them to the strengths and weaknesses of your army will allow you to get better prepared for when you actually play in a tournament. Once you feel comfortable enough to start playing, get a friend, start playing some games. Playing games with your friends to prepare for a tournament is a great way to compare the missions to your strengths and weaknesses. Allows you to re-rack, walk through different movements, walk through different strategies. Plus, it exposes you to other armies, which also have their own unique stats and abilities and the whatnot. These are some pictures from a tournament I played back in August. And to practice, we just kind of kept on going through different strategies, going through different starting stuff and whatnot. It's a real good way to get ready. So now you know your missions, you have your army, it's fully painted, you know your rules, you feel prepared, you're at a tournament, what do you want to do, right? The most important thing to do is have fun. Like I said previously, some people are there for actual monetary gain, right? Some people there are to actually win money. Some people fucking suck and will be giant grease balls. But as long as you stay friendly and you stay as a good sportsman and have a good time, what's the problem? A lot of people invest a lot of time into this hobby, so it would be a waste not to have fun. And who knows, you might even win a nice trophy at the end of it. So if this hobby interests you and you want to get into it, the best ways to get into it is visiting your local game store. We have a lot here in Richmond. One of them is called Games Workshop up in Shortmont. The other one's called Battlegrounds down in Midlothian. Both have really great communities who are open to new players to get into this hobby. And if you want to start playing, I'll see you on the battlefield. Thank you guys.